Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we have ourselves a track by an act named LeekYoppa, who I have reviewed before. And this track is called Long Way featuring SlumxBaby. And if we switch over to here, we have music be open. Yeah, this is it here. I'm going to open the album art up. It's nice and big. Got it on that side. Although I should probably start the track because I can't actually see the play button down here. We're gonna listen through this track from start to finish, and I'll put the album back up after I've begun it, and let me know we'll see what we think. Let's go. There we go. That's the track.
I came a long way from out of the churches and poverty. I came a long way.
Okay, I'm refamiliarizing myself fairly quickly with LeekYoppa's style. Got these vocals. I think there's a bit of modulation going on with those, and that's fine. Yeah, nice reverb chain, like a bit of a repeater on that as well. I'm liking, if we go back to the start for a moment, just to appreciate the piano. There's some guitars in there as well. They're there. And this bass pad that's really lush and deep sounding and thick. A bit of a, but yeah, got a sample there as well, of course. Straight into that hook as well. I'm used to shootouts and robberies, but I still got try hard that side of me. I came a long way from out of the churches and poverty. I came a long. It's always good to have the hook. We're straight at the start of the song. There's no messing around, no intro chord, just straight to the main message to get stuck inside a person's head, and then you can have the verse to elaborate. You know what I mean? Since I kicked us off the property, I had a long day at work, but it ain't working out for me, cause I'm used to shootouts and robberies, but I still got try hard that side of me. I remember back when I was a young and no clothes, hit me down from my cousins, stomach touching niggas barely was grubbing. Wintertime, we would open the oven. It's a really interesting kick tone. I like how it sidechains the mix. It's more of a melodic sort of kick, isn't it? It's not just a, you know. Couple times I went the wrong way. Remember when niggas try cut at the wheel, man, I could've got killed out in broad day. Do you know what that did to me? That fuck with me mentally. Now I keep that clip with me, turn into a memory. Suppressing them gas like I did with my anger. I take the pain and go cook up a banger. Y'all don't understand how deep it can get, cause how the fuck we go from kin to some strangers? That's why I can't trust this. Yeah, the reason focusing on his kick is because I can hear a little bit of pumping in the mix. That'd sound killer through a really decent stereo system. That's why I be tucking post. Fuck you thought, dog, I'm a gangster. I conceal, I don't console. I get busy, they get low. I got cons and I got pros. We got 50s and we got scopes. We send him to his folks. And every day this shit get harder, but I gotta wait for my daughter and make that shit up to my mom. Cause I ain't turned out as a scholar. And every day this shit get deeper. My feelings for people get weaker. It feel like my heart in a freezer. So okay, we got a fairly consistent tonality and way of delivering these vocals throughout the verse, the chorus, and the hook. The verse, chorus, and the hook. There's a bit of a sort of a bridge going into the hook, isn't there? Yeah, and so we're repeating the melody there for that chorus line there. It's instantiated at the start. Cool. You know, we're getting sort of a look into LeekYoppa's life. I assume he's going first, and to what he's been through to get to where he is today, with not having clothes and stuff like that. It sounds like an extreme form of poverty, and I love the tribute and dedication to his I think as you mentioned his daughter and his mother as well, and it sounds like he's making his way in the world and things are improving for him and all the work has been worth it, even though he's struggling with coping with the change. Since I kicked us off the property, I had a long day at work, but it ain't working out for me, cause I'm used to shootouts and robberies, but I still got try hard that side of me. I came a long way. Yeah, people change over time, man. Sometimes it takes a very long time to change, but just gotta keep working at it. At work, but it ain't working out for me, cause I'm used to shootouts and robberies, but I still got try hard that side of me. Happy the hard way, we was begging up all day. Where we from, it get dangerous. You get shot in broad day. It get real, that's why I keep it still.
Nice little falsetto going on from SlumxBaby there. I like it. We've got two different vocal textures, two unique, easily identifiable singer rappers here, and melodic rappers, I suppose. Now, is this singing or is this rapping? I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna assume that. Going between. This shit got harder, yeah. Gotta do for my daughter, yeah. From the bitch to a starter, yeah. Nice. Again, trying to take care of their kids, doing the best they can to get through it, you know? Beautiful thing. Beautiful message there to try and take care. Provide a bit of future for them, I suppose. That's why I walk around with this line on me. I don't need bring hoes around. She gotta be there to be my code D. Trying to get over, not on me. Trying to be up with a knot on me. Short story how they plot on me. Till the wheels fall high, miles ride for me. And every day this shit get closer. But I gotta keep my composure. Cause I know my folks is depending on me just to carry this shit like I'm supposed to. And every day this shit get rich. There is a sub-bass resonance here that I'm hearing through these headphones. And sometimes that can occur because we haven't necessarily tested. I don't know, like, it's still, don't get me wrong, it still sounds good, but there is definitely at like a 20 to 50 hertz. Future was ugly as prettier. We kept on spinning and spinning and spinning till I was got dizzy and dizzy. I came a long way from out of the truth. I think that's done on purpose though, because it adds a bit of tension before you get the release in that hook. I came a long way since I kicked us off the property. I had a long day at work, but it ain't working out for me. Cause I'm used to shootouts and robberies, but I still got try hard that side of me. I came a long way from out of the trenches and poverty. I came a long way since I kicked us off the property. I had a long day at work, but it ain't working out for me. Cause I'm used to shootouts and robberies, but I still got try hard that side of me. And we have a radio filter or a phone filter on the piano going out. Fantastic. Yeah, really well done. LeekYoppa featuring SlumxBaby with Long Way. Yeah, it does sound like both of them have come a long way. It sounds like they've been through some horrifying stuff and they're just working towards a better future and sort of looking back on it and how far they've come. I think that's a great thing to write a song about, genuinely. I think it's kind of weirdly wholesome if you think about it. Yeah, you know, like there could have been a million different ways that things turned out, but they managed to make some really important decisions that got them to where they are today, and it's just a really great thing. I think for people who are maybe struggling with the position they're in, it could be something that they relate to. I mean, I'm not going to try and compare the stuff they've been through to like everyone's deal, but just you know, everyone's on their journey, and they're all different difficulty levels, but it's good to appreciate the progress you've made, I suppose. You know, if I was to sort of like include my review on the song after listening to it, the only real thing I pointed out, and I probably should talk about positives first. I think the positives are that you know, the vocalists, both of them, did quite well. Again, they're clearly identifiable within the song. I think for a song it's sub 4 minutes, I think this is well handled. I'm great that we had you know, SlumxBaby have a verse entirely to himself. Great choice there. You know, it's sometimes it's tricky. It can be difficult to know exactly how to collaborate and where to feature people and stuff like that. But if everyone's kind of on board with it and there's a good chemistry between the musicians involved, it can turn out really well. Both these musicians can kind of relate to what each other has been through. That there is an authenticity that comes through in this performance because of that. I liked the triads that we had within the song, the harmonies. We had some arpeggios at the end of each of the tails of the main chords. I liked how the drums were occasional, and we did have bits where we didn't include them. Changes in energy levels and the dynamic range was paid attention to, and I think it was reasonably well considered. I think the intro and outro was fairly succinct, and there was no intro core or anything like that. Again, straight into their hook. We had some triplet grooves as per a lot of the sort of rap and hip-hop from the late 2010s. And combination to some really interesting melodies, actually, even in the verse parts. Again, as I mentioned, there was careful emoting going on from the singers and rappers, which is not something you get all the time. It's one thing to be able to communicate into a microphone, another to be able to get it in tune, but the next step is being able to like, I don't know, like have a communication, have a conversation, and and sort of, how do I say, sort of to kind of, those little nuances that are present in this song are quite cool. I think that it's really well done how they really sound like they're trying to sort of connect with you on a level within this track. It's very authentic. I'm not sure how the instruments were recorded or produced. I think that the consistency of that drum groove with the bass pads and the guitar, it didn't need to be much more than what was present within the song. Even at 4 minutes, there was never a part where the theme was old. I think it was just a nice, really good quality musical motif and structure and composition that was present within this. And I'm very happy that it was done that way, because if you have a main concept that's anything less than that quality, stuff can go south really quickly, especially if it's being repeated. But no, we did well with that front. And again, aside from that sort of sub-bass resonance I could hear in some parts, which I think was done on purpose, I'm pretty happy with the overall recording, mixing, and mastering of this track. I think it sounds reasonably professional. Like it's similar to a lot of stuff I hear from the genre, like in terms of the music production. I think they've done well overall. LeekYoppa featuring SlumxBaby with Long Way. But effectively, that is my review of this track. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go show LeekYoppa and SlumxBaby some love via the various social medias. Stay cool and stay safe, and please also remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. Catch you in the next review. Spider hands up.